What do you think your biggest problem freshman year was?
My biggest problem, I think, my freshman year was sports because I wasn't on top of it because soccer mostly comes first in my life.
Well, soccer affected you?
Heck yeah. Sports, especially. Gotta watch those.
How did you fix it?
I like spended like, well, I used time management kind of, and like spent time doing my homework, and then I spent even time with doing sports.
What advice do you give the upcoming freshmen?
Make sure school comes first, then sports, because if you're gonna play for a high school, you're a how do you call it? GPA. No, yeah, you gotta have a good GPA to make grades, and you're gonna be a school athlete. So you're a student athlete, so you gotta keep on track of that.
What's your biggest problem freshman year?
My biggest problem is procrastination because, well, for English, I always waited until the last day to do my book reviews, which affected the grade I got.
How did you end up fixing it?
Well, I fixed it by doing time management and just keep telling myself I'm gonna do it on this time and a set date.
So you like organize everything?
Yes.
What advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
Don't procrastinate, of course, because it just bites you in the butt.
So what was your biggest mistake your freshman year?
Well, my biggest mistake was ditching. It was the biggest mistake because I would always ditch and it would mess me up because I wouldn't miss work. And the next day I would come in and I didn't know what we did. Something important would be due and I wouldn't be there. And that messed me up.
Okay, so what did you do to fix it?
Well, like my friends were the ones that told me to ditch. And, I still hang out with them, but when they tell me to ditch, I just don't do it.
What advice do you give to the incoming freshmen?
Well, I'll tell them to ditch, of course, don't ditch. And I'm not telling you not to hang out with the people. If they tell you to ditch, don't do it. You can still hang out with them, just don't ditch.
What was your biggest problem freshman year?
My biggest problem freshman year would probably have to be finding my classes and helping teachers for direction, or not direction, for help. I guess I needed to try because I was new to this school.
And how did you end up fixing that?
Before the end of the year, I just built a relationship with my teachers. I was more comfortable enough to ask them questions and tell them I was struggling.
And what advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
For upcoming freshmen, advice I have is to always ask questions, to don't procrastinate, and to just feel confident in having good things to them.
What's the biggest problem your freshman year? Communicating with other students. Okay, what did you do?
Try to be more social, shouting out first and thinking about loud and actually, yeah, it's a problem.
So what advice do you have for incoming freshmen?
Don't let people bring you down, peer pressure especially, and just be you, be yourself, and basically your turn, and you'll get the your right way.
Biggest problem freshman year?
I think my biggest problem freshman year was the first time you had to because I had to go to the time. I had messages
So you procrastinate. How did you end up fixing that for second semester?
I actually did.
What advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
Don't get too problems and do all your work.
So what was your biggest problem your freshman year? My biggest problem was that I was not focusing. I was focusing around too much and basically I didn't really care about my classes. And that messed me up because now I have to fix those classes up after grade. So what did you do to fix it? I had to retake the classes that I failed so I could have better grades because then I don't have better grades than I would have. So what advice do you have for the incoming freshmen?
The advice I have for them is that they need to stay focused and not fool around. School is a big thing because without it,
What was your biggest problem freshman year?
I never came to school.
Why?
I don't know, school is just boring.
And how'd you do to fix it?
I came to school, started doing my
And what advice do you give the upcoming freshmen?
I tell them just do your work. It all works out at the end, and you're the one getting a good future. And yeah, just keep it up. Good grades is good.
Thank you.
What was your biggest mistake freshman year?
Not turning in my homework. How did you fix that? I didn't. So, I have to take some responsibility.
And what advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
Do all your work and don't hold on.
What do you think your biggest problem freshman year was?
My biggest problem was time management because I would turn on Facebook or like texting, talking to my friends, and I wouldn't.
And how did you fix it?
I stopped going on Facebook that much until my homework was done. And
So what advice do you give the upcoming freshmen?
to actually do their homework because then your grade slip, and if your grade slip, there's a high chance that you're gonna be like grounded or something, so then you can't even do what you wanted to do in the first place, so there's like no point.
So what was your biggest mistake your freshman year?
My biggest mistake, the biggest mistake is being lazy and not listening. Just, I don't know, everything was just a blur. It was just like hanging with friends and nothing else. It was like work.
So what did you do to fix it?
What I did to fix it was started like more work, less friends, like no like, oh, let's go hit up like a party or something like that. Mostly like just keep doing work and looking at my grades, checking them day by day and stuff, see how they're going.
So what advice do you have for the incoming freshmen?
For the incoming freshmen, I'd say no messing around. Trust me, you're gonna regret it big time. You're gonna be working day and night for